Hello everybody, welcome to Eddie's POV Uncut. We're finally back. I'm so excited to announce that we're finally going to do the reveal and review on all three switches. We're going to take a deep dive, and when I mean deep, it's deep. It's going to be probably 30 to 40 minutes long. Who knows how long this is going to take, but what we're going to focus here on today's video is we're going to be doing Zelda today. Since I already have everything set up, it took me a little bit minute to configure all my switches into the Switch 1 and the Switch 2. So we're going to do a comparison with the Switch 1, the Switch OLED, and the Switch 2. This is going to be the first take of the video. I'm going to try to set up everything so you guys can have your hands on a POV view and we can get our hands on it. I'm so excited. To be honest with you guys, this has been a very tough situation to do and set up, especially since I'm new to this. And I hope with the help of you guys liking and subbing and letting me know in the comments below if you guys actually like my content, I'll continue doing more videos for you guys. See you guys in just one split second. All right, everyone, we're finally back. This is the moment of truth to do the review in comparison on all three switches. So this is a Switch 1, this is a Switch OLED, and this is a Switch 2. So in this video, we're going to be talking about especially the screen and the screen resolution and seeing comparisons between them. And then we're going to play a game of the same one on all three just to show you guys how it runs and how fast it is and how smooth and crisp the graphics are compared to all three versions. So over here, we have the Nintendo Switch 1, which is a 6.2 IPS LCD screen at 720 resolution, which is how it all started, guys. We all started with this device right here, and you guys can see it looks pretty nice, you know, compared to the new ones. It's not that far away, you know, you can see a difference with the new ones, but this looks pretty nice, guys. We've been playing these for a very long time. It's been about 8 years since this was released. And I gotta say, I'm very happy and thrilled to have played and enjoyed this. But as you guys can see, I have 3 of them, so this one's gonna be put away soon. So we'll see what happens from there. Let's move on to the next one. Over here, we have the Switch OLED, which is just about 1 inch bigger. To be precise, 0.08. This one is a 7-inch OLED screen at 64 gigabytes. As you can see, this one is completely different compared to the first one, you know. Just look at the colors and stuff, like, just look at them. This one looks like a little bit more, like a little palish. Like you can tell it doesn't have OLED at all. You know, the brightness is all the same settings on all 3 of them. I'm gonna show you guys right here really quick. Brightness, see, off, and auto brightness off. And on this one, same exact thing. We're gonna go to it. Brightness off and maxed out. But we all know this is right here, the Pokemon edition. I'm a big Pokemon fanatic, so you know, for a Pokemon guy like me, we have to get this one. And definitely has a nice back with a nice little kickstand compared to the old one over here, which has this little kickstand. Looks like an old scooter kickstand. Stand, sorry. I'm always saying the wrong words, but it's all right. Let's move on. But look at this. This is a pretty nice screen, guys. Like, if you was to really like get this first before the Switch 2, I would definitely still be happy about it. But now we move on to the Switch 2. Yes, it's a bigger screen. Like, this is the mother of them all. Because look at the size comparisons next to each other, you know? The Joy-Cons are about the same size, but I still feel the Switch 2 has bigger Joy-Cons. I'm sure you guys can see it on the video. It looks completely different. But this right here, look at that. If you actually can see the difference of brightness and all, it's amazing. And definitely the kickstand on the back is pretty nice, and it's pretty adjustable too to however way you want it. You know, if you want it like this, if you want it more like this, if you want it like this, it's pretty nice. Actually, we got to give a bonus to Nintendo for actually making one worth it. Especially for me personally, I don't like to play with them in my hand so much. I like to use a dock, especially for the higher resolution. So now they're offering 4K resolution if you have it docked on a 4K TV. And this one, the Switch 2 OLED offers 1080p. Not 4K, but it still looks pretty nice. Now, let me wipe them hands because they're pretty jittery right now. So, if you was to really see and ask, is there a big difference between all of them? Definitely there is. Why? Because look, just in graphics and all, the Switch 2 has 1536 CUDA cores at 1080p at 120 hertz compared to this one, which is only 60 hertz. That's a pretty big difference. A lot of people don't really see the difference if you haven't really been playing like FPS shooters games and stuff. But for a person that's been doing this for a very long time, 120 FPS is a huge difference. Especially me that I play on PC. I'm always playing at a 240, 250 FPS with my 4090 Ti PC that I have. I love playing PC apart from Nintendo, PS5, and Xbox. If I was to say which is my favorite console out of all three, I gotta stick to Nintendo. Especially because I like to play computer games, and you know the computer always has a better resolution, better FPS, and definitely guys, more games. Better for us. So right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close this and turn this off so we can actually have full concentration on these two devices right here. I'm gonna flatten this one down a little bit, and then this one we're gonna put it over here. And now we're gonna start the same games at the same time. So let me see. There you go. And there you go. So we're gonna go like this, and I don't think I did that at the same time, but let's see. Continue. I've never played the game, so I don't know why I'm saying continue if I never played it, but right here, we're looking at the Switch 2. Maybe my screen doesn't let me show you guys very well because of the reflection of my screen. I wish I can actually fix that, you know. Trying to see if I see big different graphics comparison. Let's see. I mean, you can already tell a big difference right now. Like we're standing in the same location as you guys can see. We have the statues or columns right next to each other. This looks a little bit darker, and this looks a little bit just brighter, right? Meaning that for me, in my point of view, I feel like this has a little better graphics in the sense that it's not throwing off the color. Like you can actually tell you're in a cave and stuff, you know, like even when you look at the ground and stuff, it looks a little better in my point of view. As we go down here, we will see some of the lighting and the water over here. Let's do the same thing. And definitely, the Switch 2 looks a little better. Now, in terms of smoothness, let's see. Let's move the analog sticks both at the same time. The top one seems to move a little faster, but it's not the fastest. It's about how good can you see the image while it's spinning. And I gotta say that the bottom one looks better, and that's the Switch 2. Let me see. Let's move on to another area right now. We're going to be looking at the same videos. You guys want some volume?
We'll keep going.
By the way, definitely the Switch 2 has very, very nice speakers. Let me show you.
We do not know what waits below, so we need to be ready for anything. But I know I'll be okay with you, Link. Let's go solve this mystery.
Yeah, let's go solve it. Just trying to show you guys the sound effects. It actually feels pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not trying to give all the bonuses to the Switch 2 or anything. I'm not getting paid for this or anything. I'm just being realistic to you guys. Even right here, the little black fog right here looks pretty nice. Let's check out this one over here. Let's lower this volume. Oops. Let's raise up this volume. Yeah, definitely. I haven't even done anything. And I could definitely hear the difference. Don't get me wrong. The game looks amazing on the OLED as well. We can't hate on it. It's very good. But when you actually see the difference in graphics, it's pretty darn big. And especially, you might not be able to see it because you're actually just looking at it on a third-person view on a video to video. But if you was actually holding the joystick and seeing the reflection with your own two eyes for not the screen, you can actually see that this is way better. Like, even the back of the hair and everything just looks pretty solid. And this isn't an OLED, you know? Let's get closer to this little light so you can actually see some reflections really quick. Let's see over here. Lower this volume over here. Bring this baby up. Oh yeah, that sounds... Look at that. The volume is... Yeah, it's definitely better. Look at that. Maybe if I was to screen share my gameplay, you guys would probably see a bigger difference. But just from showing you guys this, definitely a big difference. I love the sound too. You can't beat it. And definitely the bigger screen makes a huge difference. Huge. By the way, I've never played any of the Zelda games on the Switch. I bought them. I've always wanted to play them, but I've been so stuck on Pokemon that it hasn't given me a chance to let go or move on from it, because, you know, Pokemons are fun, especially if you're trying to catch them all. But what do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think about the difference? I mean, I'm still going to be showing you guys a little bit more, because I want you guys to see it. But look at this. The lighting is just completely different. Literally, completely different. Yeah, that looks good, I'm not gonna lie. And look at the size difference. Look how much from here to here is missing. It's a pretty whole Joy-Con right there. If we remove one, oops, I was actually pulling out thinking I'm already used to the Switch 2 and I haven't even played any games on it. Look at that. Big difference. They want me to connect them, so let's connect them. Yes, we're ready. So look at that. So here, let's the speed feels nice. Also, in certain aspects, I don't know. I feel like the Switch 2 is pretty good in the sense that it's not as heavy. This one is much heavy. This is, like I mentioned before in my first video, this is more for like Shaquille O'Neal hands. It's pretty big, you know. I got big hands, and this is pretty big. The good thing is that if you have this out, you can actually put your 2 fingers in between it like this and hold it, like, you know, like it's not gonna fall off or anything like that. So it'll give you a little bit of stability in your hands and stuff, but it does help. And then you can just set it down. You don't necessarily need to be holding it with your hands. You can just, you know, play like this if you like it. It's pretty nice. Let me try with the OLED. Let me see how it feels. I mean, you kick it right here. Yes, it feels good, but it feels like it's missing a little bit of room for comfort for your hands, especially since you're gonna be a little tight and stuff. I mean, to each their own. How do you, tell me in the comments below, how do you guys play your Switch? Is it through TV or is it through handheld? Which form do you guys like the best? I personally like the dock. I would like to show you guys that right now, but it's going to take me a whole while to set up all this, and we could probably make another video if you guys actually want to see a difference, and I can probably get something together to actually stream both devices at the same time with the actual game, and not this screen sharing and seeing the blur from the lights and stuff. So you guys can let me know on that. But that is this game right here, guys. Now, if you guys want to move on, we can actually set this up really quick and go to Pokemon. I did mention that I wanted to bring out the Pokemon games, and let's do that really quick. Oops. So right here, we're gonna go and remove the game. See, my hands are so big. I'm gonna bring out the sword and the shield. It's probably my favorite ones out of the entire Pokemon collection so far. I'm gonna insert shield on this one. And I'm gonna put sword on this one. This one's a little different because this one has to pull out a little port right here. And then you hit the switch game down and then it'll pop up. Guys, let's talk about it really quick. I know that the Switch 2, they're trying to now make all games virtual and they're trying to remove the game cassette. So they're trying to remove this so you own the games via the library now. So I personally don't like that about the Switch 2. I'm actually glad I went to go pick up Zelda for the Switch 2 before they start changing everything and everything just becomes virtual. And then you're only going to own your games online. So if you don't have internet and stuff, you won't be able to play your games or upload them unless you have saved them already. But then you won't be able to update them because if you don't have internet, you won't be able to update your game. So that's a pretty big sad for the Nintendo for implementing that. Hopefully they make an update in the near future to remove that and continue the legacy of bringing out the cassettes because, guys, come on. We all know we love to have our cassettes. Think about it. You can't compare popping out your little game box and showcasing all your games, and you can lend it to a friend or whatnot, or sell it if you don't want to play it anymore, or trade it in for the next game, compared to, okay, I'm stuck on my library, guys. I'm gonna be selling my email and password and all the games in it and stuff. That's just not the way to go. So I've been hearing a lot of rumors about that and stuff, and I pray to God that Nintendo switches it because it needs to be a switch. So moving on forward, implementing sword right here. By the way, guys, if anybody needs any type of Pokemon or wants to trade or wants to do dungeons together, feel free to send me your tag on the bottom in the comment section below, and I can definitely give you any Pokemon. Oh, wow, this is loud. Very loud. Yeah, this is very loud. You can actually see the difference. See, I was actually doing... So let's bring out... Hopefully they let me load this up because I think I'm in the same profile. See, virtual game card. Okay, so there's something going on here. So start software. Let's lower this volume. Okay, it's already lowered. And let's lower this one because you guys cannot probably hear me. Yeah, that's pretty loud. But I don't know why is it asking me this. Maybe. This is wrong. Oh, because I'm in the same profile. I see what it is. So you can only play one game at a time, especially if it's Pokemon. They don't want you to be... Okay, that's not cool. That's not cool. So this is Pokemon. Like, look at the graphics. You can actually see it's a big difference. Let's go out in the real world real quick. This is my little Pokédex at the moment. I'm still working on it, guys. It just takes time. I do work and this takes a long time to collect, but I'm only missing like Magmar and a few others. I do not change my time or anything like that to collect Pokemons or do any exploits and stuff. So I actually do everything legit. I farm everything legit. You see all of these? I done the Pokemon League over 100 times. I got my Dittos at I farmed with Dittos. So I got a level 100 Ditto already with perfect EVs or IVs. Same thing with Blastoise. Let me show you. See, everything's best. This is taking me a while. I just caught these two right now in the wild. But these are my main lines, and these are all the duplicates I've been making to get perfect stat and shiny hunt. But apart from that, guys, look at this. These are not all my Pokemons here because I have them on my Pokemon home storage because I do move them around through my games and stuff. But that's not the focus here. The focus here is the graphics, the gameplay. Look at this. This looks nice. Very, very nice. My display keeps turning off. I don't know why. Let's focus on here. I'm not gonna lie, guys. This looks fantastic. I'm not trying to stretch the video so long. It's already been over 25 minutes. But it does feel nice. You can actually see a huge difference color-wise and everything. Even the texture around my character's body, it looks a little bit more crisp. The shadows look a little bit better. Not that much of a difference because I know how this game is and I can actually see the difference. But definitely. Hopefully they do make a difference because this is not even the upgrade yet. I haven't even upgraded my sword into Switch 2. All I did was downloaded my game and that's about it. I haven't done no $10 or $20 upgrade or any of those cases yet. But let's do this pretty quick. I actually wanted to, I would have to do it on the Switch 1, which over here, to show you guys a comparison, if you guys don't have the OLED, I'm going to bring out my game really quick, right here. Bring it into the Switch 1. Let's do this quick so we don't have to extend so much time. Because this one has a different profile. This is usually the one that I use to do my trades and stuff. This is not going to give me... See, I got two profiles here. The Truth and Etiquette. Yeah, but just by looking at this screen already, you could tell the difference. Like, definitely, if you have a Switch 1, guys, and you guys don't have the money to switch to a Switch 2, you can definitely switch to an OLED. I highly recommend it. If you guys want to find one cheap, there's a lot of people on OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace trying to sell theirs so they can upgrade to a Switch 2. And there's a lot of people out there that have the console in like mid conditions and they're willing to give it away with all these Pokemon games and stuff. So if you decide to do any trades or buys, make sure you go to a safe location, or always recommend the police station to do any trades, you know. But look at this. I mean, don't get me wrong. The difference here, it's day and night. Completely day and night, but on the Switch 1, it does look good too. Like, I would say that it's probably a 15 to 25% difference. And the reason why I say that is because of the brightness. The brightness does look better on the Switch 2 and definitely on the OLED. But I do feel a little bit more slow, even though we're not playing 3D right now. Let's go to, let's actually go to an area we can use our 3D features. I believe is over here. Let's go over here really quick. Take the train. I believe this is the place. Yep. Let's go to the wild area. So we made it to the wild area. Sorry. This is a brand new gameplay I'm about to do on this one. This one, I just finished trading these Pokemons. These are all level 1s and 11s. These are perfect EVs or IVs, however you want to pronounce them. I did catch these. This is a perfect one as well. And this one over here, no, this is the common one. This is the one that you start off with. And these are the ones that I just caught randomly just to do these trades really quick. And also to complete my Pokédex. This is one of the ways I do things on my own. So here we are. Completely different. And I can show you guys the coloring and everything. Let's bring out the little kickstand here. Looks like a little scooter kickstand. This one is much harder and not that great, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. This one feels like they just put a little plastic together just to say it holds itself. Let's fly. Let's fly to the same location. Right about here. Show you guys a big comparison. Yeah, it's day and night, guys. Like, look at this. I'm gonna stand right in front of here. And oh, look. It's me, guys. Holy shit. Excuse my French. I wasn't expecting that. Did this break? No, it didn't. Like I said, it's not that great. But there you go. Wow. Like I said, this feels really cheap. So, and you cannot bend it all the way you want. So I would definitely upgrade to this if you guys have the money, guys. Come on. Like, just look at this. Big difference. And over here, you can't even do that. So, but look at this. We got both characters together. Pretty nice. Yeah, definitely. Let me show you guys. Look. Do you guys see a difference? Be honest and tell me in the comments below. Tell me if you guys see a difference. Because I personally see it. Look at this. Pretty nice. Well, guys, that's about it for today. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this. Like I said, I'm new to this, so I'm trying to learn my best to do reviews, share you guys a little bit of content. Still learning. So if you guys can give me some advice, let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. Feedback comes a long way. It could be positive or negative. I won't take it in a bad way. In the long run, you got to learn how to crawl before you learn how to walk. So step by steps, we'll get to the bigger steps. Hope you guys enjoy my content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, remember, I'm giving out Mario Kart World to the first 1,000 people that actually sub, like, and comment on my videos. Everyone has a free entry, one account per entry. So have fun, guys. I hope to see you guys soon and stay safe. See you in the next video. Love everyone.